Hello my dear students, welcome to SR ICSE English tutorial. Today I will explain you Act 1 Scene 7, only this Macbeth soliloquy. This is a long scene, so I will just explain this part to you today. So let's start. In the previous scene we have seen that Duncan has arrived in the Macbeth's castle and he has spoken to Lady Macbeth. Now, while this conversation where Lady Macbeth welcomes him and tells Duncan and the whole his train to come inside the castle, on the other side we see Macbeth. He is suffering from anxiety, he is suffering from dilemma whether to commit the murder or not, and here is the scene in which we will see the trouble that is going on in Macbeth's mind. So the scene starts inside Macbeth's castle, hautboys. So hautboys, as I told you, is a type of instrument that is played, and torches. Torches, you know, it's a kind of light. Those days electricity were not available, so this is like, it's almost like a burning, it's a wooden thing that burns to give light. Enter a sewer, that is a butler, diverse servants, various kind of servants with dishes and service over the stage. So we see only servants running across or walking across the stage with plates and with crockeries, only to give the audience this idea that dinner is served or dinner is going on and Macbeth is in his room. And enter Macbeth. Nobody is on the stage, only Macbeth is on the stage. So this is Macbeth's soliloquy. And you know, I hope you know what is a soliloquy, when a character is alone on the stage and is speaking to the audience. This is a, you can say this is a kind of device which dramatists they use just to portray the mental condition of a character. Here, what is the mental condition? He is suffering from anxiety. He is suffering from a dilemma whether to commit the murder or not. Now, Macbeth, if it were done when 'tis done, then it were done quickly. So, Macbeth is saying that if the murder has to be done, then it is better not to delay or not to dilly-dally, but to do it quickly. If the assassination could trample up the consequence and catch with his surcease success, that means if the assassination means murder. If the assassination could trample means to control the consequence and catch with his surcease, the surcease means death. His here refers to Duncan. If the assassination could itself control, if the murder could itself control the consequence means whatever the result of the after, whatever is going to happen after murder, that is the consequence. So if it can control itself, then, and it would have with Duncan's death, the success is attended. Success here means to become the king. So only if everything the murder itself could do, control the consequence, I don't have to face anything, that but this blow might be and be all and the end all. But this blow, that means this blow could end and attend success with his death. And if this blow could end all the consequence hereupon, might be good, and be all means the beginning and end all, can end everything. Here, but here upon this bank means on this earth and shoal of time, life on earth, we would jump the life to come. Then I am ready to take all the risk, not only in this life but even the life after death. That if the murder itself can do everything, if the murder can control all the consequence and let me only to the success, if I can shut up to the success straight, I don't have to bother about everything, then I can take every risk, not only in this life but even the life after death. But in these cases, in cases of betrayal, when you are being disloyal, unfaithful, you are betraying someone, we still have judgment. Judgment means punishment or consequences, divine justice. Here that we but teach bloody instruction. We teach bloody instruction means the lesson. The lesson the murder gives, which being taught return to plague the inventor. So, he is saying that in cases as these cases of betrayal or being untrustworthy, we always, there is a fear in the mind of the criminal to face the consequences or punishment in this life only. We only teach others, like example of murders, which when we teach bloody instruction, when we are teaching murder to someone, return to plague the inventor, it comes back to the person who has committed the murders as a punishment. This even-handed justice, even-handed impartial justice, whatever you call divine justice, it is impartial. It does not see or does not take the side of the criminal, whoever it may be. So, justice is impartial, even handed, commends the ingredients. Commends means it offers the ingredients. Ingredients means the contents. The contents of our poisoned chalice. Poisoned chalice, chalice means a cup. If you offer a cup full of poison in a tricky way to someone to murder the person, then that cup once in your life or sometimes later in your life, it will, to our own lips, it comes back. That is what justice does. Whatever you give, it only comes around to you. Here he is in double trust. Double, who is he? Duncan. Double trust, trust here means security. Why double trust? Then he gives, certain points, certain reasons that why Duncan here is in double trust. He says, first, I am his cousin. Kinsman. Kinsman means cousin. I am his relative, nearest relation. And his subject. Subject, he is my king and I am his subject. So, here is the double trust. So, first he is my kinsman, he is related to me by blood, as well as he is my king and I am his subject. Strong both against, both the factors are strong against the deed. Against the deed, I should not commit the murder, I should not kill him as he is my relative, I should not kill him as he is my king. So, there are double factor, there is a dual factor that is working against the crime. Then as his host, now other factors he say, I am the host, he is my guest. Who should against the murderer shut the door? I should protect him against the murderer. I should secure his life. It is my duty to see to it, to see to the security of his life. Shut the door. I should protect him against every kind of crime and other murderers, not bear the knife myself. I should not carry a knife, or I should not murder him. Or rather, I as a host should protect his life. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties, all his duties, his powers as a king, so meek, so with great modesty, that hath been so clear in his great office. He is excellent, he is a transparent king. He has never done any injustice with his subjects. He has never shown his wrath. As a king, he is not a dominant one. He has been so clear in his great office as a ruler. As a ruler, Duncan has been an excellent king, that his virtues, all his good deeds will plead like angels. Will plead means his deeds only will speak for him. The deed has been compared to angels who will plead trumpet-tongued against. Tongue which is shouting. Trumpets, it has a great, a shrill sound. So, trumpet tongue, angels like trumpet, his deeds will, like angels, his deeds will shout, and against the deep damnation, it will speak against the crime that has been of his taking off, of his murder. And pity. So here his virtues that has been personified as angels. Virtues is all good deeds as angels will plead for justice, will protest for justice, and they will like trumpet tongue, they will be shouting, they will be speaking aloud against the murder that has been done. And then pity. Pity like a naked newborn babe striding the blast. Striding the blast. Next is saying that he compares pity with a naked newborn babe striding the blast. Striding the blast, riding on wind. Riding on wind, strong wind, that is why he has said blast. Or heaven's cherubim horsed. Heaven's cherubim here means angel, and horsed here means not a horse but riding. So either that pity has been compared to, a newborn babe, who means it's a very innocent, people trust, or people have the sympathy, people will have the sympathy, and this newborn babe just riding on a winds, or riding on invisible angels upon the sightless courier of air. Sightless cannot be seen, invisible air, shall blow the horrid deed, it will blow the news of this horrid deed, of this murder, in every eye, of men. To every eye it will show this horrible deed, this heinous murder to every people, that tears shall drown the wind, it will raise a storm. The wind will be drowned and it will raise tears. People will cry. It will cry so much that people will be angry, people will be revolting, and that a storm will be raised of anger, and wind will be drowned. Then he says, I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent. So he himself says that I don't have any other reason, any other factor to prick the sides of my intention. I don't have any other intention to murder Duncan. Prick here means there is nothing, no factor that will instigate me to murder Duncan, but only vaulting ambition. This is, you can say, flaw in Macbeth's character. However successful a man can be, however renowned, or however successful a man is, always he has one flaw in his character. In case of Macbeth, this is his flaw: vaulting ambition, which overleaps itself, jumps, taking a big leap, and falls on the other and then the dash. So Macbeth fears. Now here his vaulting ambition is compared to a horse. That sometimes when a horse takes a big leap, it is very important that it lands safely on the other side. But if it falls, then that leap is useless, then that leap is not a successful one. So here his vaulting ambition has been compared with a horse that is jumping high over the other side of the fence, but it's very important that that means he's crossing the limit. Okay, so he's crossing the boundary. So it's very important that when you are jumping over something, the other side, you have to land safely. You should not fall. So this vaulting ambition, he himself says that this my vaulting ambition, which is the only reason I have to murder Duncan, but at the same time I have to be safe. My crime should not be discovered, I should not be punished, and I should rather get for what I am taking such a big risk, that should be successful. So this is all about Macbeth's soliloquy in Act 1, Scene 7 of Macbeth. Next video I will continue with rest of the scene, and then the full Act 1 will be over. If you like this scene, if you have any problem, please put it in the comment box, your queries, your questions. And if you like this scene, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.